back, ladies and gents, family members and friends and foes and haters and lovers and everybody else in between. It's another episode of Under the Influence podcast.
Yes, sir. It's episode 121.
121.
121.
As always, I'm Big Cass.
I'm that guy, PM.
We're here for another week
Yes, sir.
to talk our shit and hope y'all enjoy it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That part.
That part. How you doing tonight, bro?
Shit, I'm alright about yourself.
I can't complain.
That's what's happening.
I'm here.
That's what's happening.
Trying to find them damn shoes I lost. But whatever. Lost a whole pair of shoes, people. I don't have a clue how it happened either.
Hell yeah.
It's wild.
Shit.
Yeah, said the aliens took them, but
They did. They disappeared. Like everybody else disappearing.
you got any, see you at RP?
Yeah, I do got an RIP. I didn't know this person, but I like what he did. His name is Robert Lee. He went by the AKA Bupak Shakur.
Oh man, I was gonna talk about his story.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he was from Pontiac, Michigan.
Yeah. I had
And he
one
was a
here.
predator catcher.
Predator catcher, yeah.
And upon catching said predator, he, from what I hear, he punched a man and the man shot him. So, I don't know the actual story.
We'll get to it later on because I got like a long story,
Okay.
like a detailed
But
breakdown.
that's
about
the only RIP that I got is to Bupak Shakur Robert Lee.
Yeah, good job, man. Been around exposing them nasty motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it in a little while because I got a whole thing on it,
All right, cool beans.
on the situation at hand. Okay, let's start it off, man. This one's called Prank Gone Wrong, bro. You know, the YouTubers getting out of hand.
I
Did
was
you see
gonna-
that one?
It kind of, because it kind of felt like it happened before. It seemed like this situation happened before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not the one where the dude got killed for pulling
Nope.
a prank on. No, I feel like another one of these had happened before.
I think you might be right. The only reason I watched this one, so
The cook, right?
no.
Oh, okay. The other dude's the other guy's last name was Cook.
It might be. I'm trying to find the actual story
Oh, okay.
right now because I can't seem to.
Well, like I said, it just seemed like it happened a minute ago.
I know he walked up on, I can't remember the name, but he walked up on Buddy in the mall
Yeah.
with that bullshit, and Buddy shot him in the mall.
Well, he didn't just come out and shoot him. He gave him some time.
Oh, I know.
No, I'm just letting the people know. You know, he gave him some time, but when that motherfucker pulled out and popped him once, I was like, thank you.
Hey,
It needed to happen.
pop shit out of him too.
It needed to happen.
Where the fuck did the story go? But that's crazy.
No, I don't condone the violence like
Damn,
that.
there we go.
But yeah, that shit needed to happen.
This is Cook, yeah.
Okay.
Tamar Cook, Tamar Cook. Tanner.
Tanner.
My eyes is blurred. There's two N's. Tanner. Listen, man, it's been a long day.
But you didn't say Tamer.
I almost did. Man who shot a YouTuber in Virginia Mall after a prank gone wrong has been found not guilty on 2 charges of malicious wounding. The ruling has sparked quite a debate online. Because he ended up getting found not guilty for shooting Buddy.
Good.
He got found guilty for shooting a gun in the mall.
In a public place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And something else. But YouTuber Tanner Cook was shot in the chest on April 2nd while attempting to prank 31-year-old Alan Coley.
That's what it was. So this is an update.
Okay.
Remember they just said April 2nd. That's why I was like, that looked familiar.
Yeah, because I thought we did talk about it, but then they were showing the video and they was talking about him getting his charges and all that shit.
Okay, so this is the update.
Okay. Alan Coley inside Dual Town Center. Where the fuck that at? Footage of the incident shows 21-year-old Tanner approached Alan. Ooh, shit. My bad, Joe. Approached Alan while holding a phone in his face that repeatedly blared the phrase, "Hey dipshit, quit thinking about my twinkle."
Yeah.
Yeah. Alan, Alan, who was working as a DoorDash driver at the time, could be heard yelling telling Tanner to stop multiple times before pulling out a gun and shooting Tanner in the chest.
Mm-hmm.
He just kept walking up, putting on videos, his phone, just in his
He
face.
kept
He kept doing him. He's like, man, stop. Hey, in fact, did you see when he shot him? Nigga, it was the slickest shit ever. Put it
He did Michael Jackson, the smooth criminal.
Yeah.
Went back on about his business.
Yeah. After 2 days of testimony, jurors found Alan Coley not guilty of aggravated malicious wounding. God damn, or use of a firearm for aggravated malicious wounding. However, jurors found Alan guilty of firing a gun inside of a mall. Alan's defense attorney argued that the conviction of the firearm charges is inconsistent with the law since Alan was acquitted on self-defense grounds. The guilty verdict has been set aside until hearing on October 19th. However, Alan, who has been in custody since April arrest, will remain in bars. He should be able to get like some time served shit or something like.
He should. They should only give him 2 years. They should give him the minimum of that bullshit because, I mean, what was he supposed to do? Run outside?
Yeah, follow me outside so I can shoot you.
Yeah.
Now you fucking with me in here. Yeah, that's.
I mean, it looked like he made sure that nobody else was around, or, for the direction that he was going to shoot.
He looked around.
Yeah.
He shot the shit out of Buddy. Like you said, with the smooth criminal.
Yeah, it was so, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Because, at first they wasn't showing that.
Yeah.
That's
what I said. Now that he's not convicted, they're showing the whole video.
Yeah.
Because even when, like you said, when I was reading about it, I was thinking I had heard this story before, but I watched the video also. I was like, I ain't never seen this video.
I didn't see the video either, so I thought it was something different too, but I was like, I'm not sure. But yeah, when I seen it, I was like, that's familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I got the sheepy greens, man.
What didn't happen?
Sheep wander in the greenhouse and eat 600 pounds of marijuana.
Oh, Lord, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
This says a flock of sheep found their way into a greenhouse in Greece and ate more than 600 pounds of marijuana plants being cultivated for medical use.
Went crazy.
Ioannis Boronis, the owner of the greenhouse in Magnesia, didn't know that was a place, thought that was a mineral. However, said his crop had already been damaged by heat and recent floods when a flock of sheep managed to enter the greenhouse and feast on the remaining cannabis plants. He estimated the sheep munched their way through more than 600 pounds of plants.
Oh my God.
He said that the sheep were jumping higher than goats after eating their ill-begotten greenery. So then it just goes into Greece legalized medical marijuana in 2017. It says the country opened its first cannabis production plant earlier this year, so now 6 years later. But however, the motherfucking sheep, they having a good time over there, so that's gonna be some good mutton for somebody. That's already infused. Cannabis infused mutton.
That's gross. That's gross.
You don't like sheep? You like euros, right?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
No, I love euros.
Think about it. Get you a euro.
I'll fuck with sheep up.
It's got marijuana already in it. Excellent.
Not for me, I don't smoke.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hate that sheep.
We had to get you some spice sheep.
I be sitting no. I just suck my sheep in liquor before you cook it.
See, the alcohol burns off once you cook it.
Okay.
So you get the flavor, but you don't get the effect. You don't get the effect at all.
I was wondering why people can cook with liquor and nothing happens.
Yeah, you burn the alcohol off.
Nah.
You don't burn the flavor off, you just burn the alcohol off. Yeah.
But just give me some tequila on the side with it. Wash it. Yeah, just hit me on the side with the sheep. My euro on the side. Charleston White is going to X to try it out.
He's going to X?
Twitter.
I know.
After and it seems to be he's about to go over there and talk all the shit he can figure out how to talk.
Hey, he do what he do.
What happened was Elon Musk brought up his name as somebody that should be on X because he's on this freedom of speech campaign.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So Charleston White's going over there to test out, and in his words, he said he's going to try it out for 30 days to test out exactly how much freedom of speech Elon is allowing. So Charleston White has officially started a Twitter account after Elon Musk mentioned his name on Clubhouse. Charleston White says he's going to give Twitter a 30-day trial to see if Elon Musk's free speech campaign is real.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna find out. That's good though.
Yeah, that retarded motherfucker there is the one to test it. He gonna say some shit. Retarded ass boy.
Now we on the subject of retarded shit. Man, fuck T-Mobile, man. I don't understand this company, dog.
What they done did now?
Yeah, did you see this shit?
Uh-uh.
Look at this shit, man. It says, One Piece men's party cosplay, black man mask. Look at that shit. Hold on, man. I got to break the wall for this one. Hold up. Y'all got to see this
They
shit.
gonna take it to the camera?
I got to take it to the camera, bro. Look at this shit, man. Look at it. I'm trying so you can get a good view of it or whatever. But, yeah. It's a black man mask, man.
Yeah, it's blackface.
How are they able to make this shit?
Cause you know where they at.
They in China too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And you know how they feel
I don't
about
fuck with them.
Yeah.
But shit, man, I was just looking at this shit, man. One Piece man's party cosplay, black man mask.
Mm-hmm.
Black man mask.
Yeah.
Oh my God. He look like a slave too, like a
Yeah.
lawn jockey. He got the lawn jockey shirt on and everything. And the hat.
That's the part that's killing me, the hat.
And it's a fused hat, it ain't.
At least it don't look like them the ones that they was making and selling for a while, because motherfuckers running around doing like crimes and those and getting niggas shot up.
Yeah.
The
realistic.
realistic ones that like go under your shirt and
Yeah. So you don't see the seams and shit.
yeah. Niggas was getting fucked up with them.
So niggas did get fucked up with this, man.
Yeah.
It look real.
You know, but yeah, they over there in Temu land, which is weird that they selling that they selling to us, because they trying to stop people from being able to do cosplay in public in China.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
China plans to ban anime costumes to public places so it doesn't damage the spirit or feelings of the Chinese nation. If the bill passes, anyone found engaging in cosplay will be detained for up to 10 days.
Damn.
As a part of a new security bill that was proposed by Chinese lawmaker earlier this month, the law, what's up, bro?
No, go ahead. I'll wait till you finish.
The law on penalties for administration of public security will add a line that might make cosplay illegal in certain circumstances. A particular clause in the law stated that citizens could not wear clothing that hurt the feelings of the Chinese nation, which was expounded upon with a definition stating any attire might be banned if it jeopardized Chinese nation's spirit or hurt the national feelings.
Fuck that.
While the law does not specifically state that the anime cosplay would be outlawed, many commentators see the proposed amendment as a byproduct of Japan's recent release of nuclear wastewater into the sea.
What?
I don't know, bro. They over there with some whole other beef. But you can't cosplay in public, but they selling nigga cosplay masks to us.
Yeah.
A nigga.
I say, what if you was dragged? Are you getting the 10 days too? That's kind of like cosplaying.
If they deem it as hurtful to the nation, Who the fuck knows what hurtful to the nation is? That's why, bro. That's why, like, I know we talk about a lot of shit about this here country we live in.
Yeah.
But I still appreciate some of the freedoms we have, as opposed to these other countries.
So what you just got done talking about is kind of lighthearted compared to what's going on. And like they got one control city.
Yeah.
Where there's facial recognition all around, and then there's facial recognition on your phone.
Yeah.
And on top of that, your credit score is accounted by your attitude. Yeah.
Wow.
And so if let's say we live in an apartment building.
Okay.
There would be one person per floor who has a quota to meet to give everybody a rating.
Wow.
So that your social credit score can go up.
Wow.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
So if you got a bad social score, you might not be able to go to the store. You might not be able to go to the movies. You know, you can't leave the country.
Damn.
Yeah. Fucked up, man. And that's only rolling out in one city so far, but
yeah. They tell us
see how far they're gonna take. Yeah. See how far they're gonna take this shit.
When you ever see anybody doing any nation or government doing certain shit in like small areas, those are testing grounds.
Hell yeah.
To see how it will work.
That ain't gonna work here.
No.
So many people have so many bad social credit scores. A social credit score, bro.
I was just thinking I might have some of these bad bitches out here wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Oh, girl wouldn't have been over to Dubai.
The one that got locked all up.
She would have made it. She never made it to Dubai.
Never. Never. You understand me?
What time you told my girl called it Dubai?
Yeah. Going over there and shitting on folks. They back on Bill Cosby ass.
What he did now?
Getting sued again for another motherfucker he supposedly raped in 72.
Somebody else coming forward?
72.
Now she's got that divorce from her husband, so she needs Bill Cosby money.
Bill Cosby facing another lawsuit of a woman who accused him of drugging and raping her in 1972.
Bitch said J-E-L-L-O.
According to reports, the lawsuit is from Donna Motsinger, who stated that Cosby drugged her in 1972. Motsinger was a waitress and claimed that she met Bill Cosby at a restaurant, eventually accepting an invite to see him perform at Circle Star Theater.
Man, I already know what happened.
Motsinger states that she was picked up in a limo and greeted with a glass of wine, eventually feeling sick once she got to the dressing room. Cosby then allegedly handed her an aspirin, which she believed was a different type of pill because she lost consciousness after. Motsinger says that she woke up in her panties at home and is now suing for emotional distress.
That ain't what happened.
That ain't what happened at all.
She was catfished.
Mm-hmm.
She thought it was Bill Cosby. That nigga pulled up in a funeral home tomorrow.
He pulled up in a hearse.
Yeah, with church wine.
The funeral home boy
funeral home,
with just the 4 seats, 3 seats.
Yeah. With church wine. They stole from a service.
Million wine.
Yeah.
In a what was the drugs he was doing back then? In a Quaalude?
Quaalude? Nah, he couldn't afford that. That nigga used formaldehyde. That's why she was all loopy until he gave her the next pill.
He said he gonna bounce back.
Yeah. That wine that he mixed that with the formaldehyde. That's what happened. She was catfish. She was big catfish. That wasn't Bill. Where was you at 10 years ago when they came out, bitch?
That's the thing. Where you been at?
Yeah, there should be a statute of limitations on how long it is since you can come out. Shit. It should be like 2-3 years.
Where you been at?
This bitch thinks she a PPP loan and shit.
She just done show back up.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
You ain't get shit. You ain't getting shit.
She on Bill ass, man.
If you ain't got no evidence, you keep the stained up.
Nope. She ain't got the dress.
Well, she ain't getting shit. Fuck that shit.
She ain't pulled a Monica. Monica Lewinsky. Monica Lewinsky had that dress in a bag, in an evidence bag in the back of the closet.
said, I knew it was gonna be this.
I'm telling the truth.
This is $1 million nut right here.
Yeah, test it.
This is Bill Clinton.
Yeah, Bill was tripping anyway. She was supposed to swallow.
Yeah. She tricked him. She tricked him.
Spit that shit back under the
She did a Russian gargle.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just making it up.
Okay, I was about to say, nigga. I was about to say, this nigga knows some shit. Because I don't have a clue what a Russian gargle is. But I'm assuming.
It sounds about right, though.
Which made spit bubbles with it.
Gotcha.
Oh. You know that's the name of this.
What?
Russian gargle.
Gotcha.
Gotta be. Gotta be the name of this one.
I got
If y'all ain't caught on by now, we figure out the name of each episode.
Oh yeah, in the episode. Yeah, in the episode. That way we can be on the same recording.
Yeah.
And it's usually for something we talk about.
Yeah, Russian gargle.
I got the Bellevue GTA, man.
What did happen?
They was gonna be sequels, but not really. 4 teens and an adult arrested in Bellevue. 4 stolen cars recovered after overnight crime spree.
They went crazy.
Yeah, this happened in Bellevue, Washington. The police arrested 14.
I was thinking you were saying Belfast. I was like, nigga, they was getting it on like that.
Oh,
England?
Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland. Yeah.
Okay, Bellevue.
Bellevue.
Okay.
Let's see. Police arrested 4 teenagers and an adult and recovered 4 stolen cars after an officer's cruiser was rammed and the suspects were chased down by police.
Who's the adult?
I don't know.
He's that nigga that won't let go of being young.
No, it's the uncle. It's the uncle that's the same age as the nephews. Kind of like, was it Quavo and Takeoff or whatever?
They 17, he 19.
Yeah. He just happens to be over the age.
Yeah, they 17, he 19.
Because at 2:50 a.m. on Friday, they was on some shit.
3 years ago, they was doing that shit. They was all teenagers.
Hell yeah.
But he done cracked 18.
Bellevue officers were dispatched to the Hampton Greens apartment complex on 148th Street, northeast. After someone who lived there called 911 to report several people trying to steal cars in the parking lot.
So they out here taking shit.
You know what they was taking?
Fucking kids and
Yeah.
Hondas and
Yeah. It said,
that news done went rapid across the country.
it said that the police arrived to find a Kia Sedona van and a Kia Rio abandoned and left running in the parking lot. A short time after, officers spotted the suspects driving through the parking lot in 2 cars. Both were stolen Hyundais. They went for them both. They was having a spree. It says that both drivers tried to get away. One rammed the Kirkland K9 officer's cruiser, and both the officer and the K9 were inside of it. The 2 people inside the car got out and ran. After a short chase, officers arrested 17-year-old, like you just said.
Yeah.
He was almost close too. 17-year-old passenger and the 20-year-old driver who tracked down by a police dog and was arrested after a short chase. They used spike strips to flatten the tires of the second Hyundai that fled. The 5 people inside, 5 people. The 5 people inside also got out and ran. 3 of them, ages 13, 15, and 16 years old, were arrested with the help of another police dog. And said 2 of them have been reported as runaways.
Damn.
Investigators are working to identify the 2 other suspects who actually got away. Police officers are continuing to urge owners of Kias and Hyundais to use steering wheel locks like the club or an immobilizer alarm to prevent their cars from being stolen. Yeah.
The funny thing is, right, with Kia and Honda and them, because the only reason that's happening is they was being cheap.
Yeah, being real fucking cheap.
Price cuts. But what they did was they made it easy to steal a car like it used to be when I was a kid.
I just popped the collar.
Like the 80s and, the 80s and early 90s, like box Chevys and Delts and shit. Bruh, the shit they doing with them kids.
Just popping the collar and then finding that.
Man, I'm like let's say a 88 Caprice. If you busted the column open, behind the ignition, there was this little white ball. If you pop that white ball out, there was a bar at the bottom with these grooves in it, and the white ball caught those grooves when you turned your ignition. So if you popped that white ball out and took a screwdriver and did this, the car would start. It's the equivalent of them knocking that motherfucker off, doing this, that, third, taking the USB, sticking it on and turning it. It's the equivalent.
That's crazy.
Kia and them, with being cheap, really literally just took away 30 years in modern advancements of vehicle security. Being cheap. They damn near went back to the way shit was built.
I think they did it on purpose.
I think maybe.
They probably did it on purpose, and the motherfucker that they let go, the designer they let go was like, hey,
let me tell y'all something.
Yeah, you got USB.
Give y'all a little insight on these raggedy ass cars. So that's what, because I remember like when I was growing up, man, we had stolen cars all around this motherfucker because they was easy.
Yeah.
We wasn't as wild as them, but also we didn't have social media, so we probably was as wild as them, just didn't know about it.
Nobody could tell me so.
Yeah, like you remember moving New Jersey Drive? Yeah. Like they think that was my shit,
that's
bro.
That's when they stole the cop car, right?
Mm-hmm. Like that was my shit, bro. We had all types of stolen cars around this motherfucker, man. I mean, all types of stolen cars. I told you a story about when we went and got that shit off the Blossom lot. Like, yeah, we had all types of. But this shit is an internet sensation, and everything else is so advanced security-wise that this is like an anomaly now. They really went back in time, like 30 years.
They said, here, have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Like I learned how to crack a car up and steal it, nigga, right around the same time I learned how to drive. I was like 13, 14 years old.
It was forced driving.
Yeah. These motherfuckers is having a ball, boy.
Boy.
Stealing kids,
they are loving it.
Stealing kids and shit left and
they having a
right.
ball. They on YouTube with this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Tommy G doing interviews with motherfuckers, the Kia boys and all that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
They need to put their efforts into something else though. But hey, if Kia and Hyundai gonna make it that simple, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Fuck them, girl. Fuck them.
Talk about how shit's so rough. Even the banks is broke, man. This is the Rhode Island bank robber that
Oh God.
Did you see that story?
No. What happened? Exactly what you just said, and then somebody's disappointed.
This nigga had 5 banks in 5 weeks. Investigators believe he stole a total amount of $15,807.
Huh? Not 1.5 million.
15,000.
5 bank. You did some federal crimes for $15,000
total.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
That's not even 5,000 a bank. It's 3,000 a bank. Deshaun Diaz, 24, pled guilty to 1 count of first-degree robbery and 4 counts of second-degree robbery. Diaz admitted in court to robbing 3 banks in Providence between January 12th and February 8th, and believed Diaz stole a total of $15,807. Each time Diaz would pass a teller announcing that he was robbing the bank, announcing that he was robbing the bank, hurry, big bills only. As he passed the note that read armed robbery in progress. Diaz did not show a weapon during any of the 5 robberies.
Which you don't have to.
Yep. According to investigators, Diaz was sentenced to serve 30 months in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Okay. He has also been ordered to pay back what he stole from the banks. Well, that shouldn't be hard to pay that back.
That's a year. That's a year.
Bro, $15,000. I said shit's so rough out here. The banks is broke too, bro.
My second one, I just gave up. I was like, man, fuck
it.
When
I robbed 2 banks and had $6,000, I said, yeah, this ain't the old days where robbing banks was the way to get it out in the mud. This ain't working out.
This ain't it. I got my last one. It's pretty much on the same shit though. Once again, 4 suspects. I call it quick grab. There's a 4 suspects solved in Peoria Heights armed robbery. Listen to this shit. I believe this is Peoria, Illinois. I'm not sure.
Okay.
It says Peoria Heights police are asking for the public's help to find out who robbed an employee at a local business late Friday afternoon. They were called about 4:15 p.m. to the 3800 block of North Prospect Road, where KK Spa and Massage is located. The employee told police that 2 white males and 2 black males stole $200,
Okay.
her cell phone, and business iPad, then drove off on Division Ave in what she believed to be a black car. The employee was not hurt, and the police did not say what type of weapon was used. So, I mean, that's like I said, that was a quick little one. But motherfuckers is getting robbed for nothing.
Nigga, listen, bro.
$200, that's $50 a piece. That's 4 motherfuckers. You know what I'm
Shit
saying?
rough out here, bro.
A cell phone and an iPad.
And the funny thing about taking Apple products is
That's
you
what I
can't
was
do
about to
nothing
say.
with that shit after you do that now.
Now you seen what happened with them motherfuckers that did all that looting.
I did.
Did you see what the phones and shit were doing? So whenever you know the I guess the iPhones or whatever know when they're not purchased and out of the store, and there's an alarm that goes off continuously until the battery runs out.
Yep.
So motherfuckers was trying to like stomp the phones out, pop on them and shit. Yeah.
Because that's why they be trying to hit them trucks before they get to the store.
Yeah.
Because until they're like scanned into the store, they're just
Open.
once they get scanned into the store, they become part of that store's inventory.
Yeah.
So they gotta keep.
So you seen that video where that dude was doing that at that Memphis truck stop? The motherfucker was, they was actually opening up the fucking trailers and going in there and getting shit.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They had a whole Nike trailer open. They was getting shoe boxes, and they had another one they were doing electronics. I don't know if they were specifically phones or iPads, but they were electronic. Yeah, the motherfuckers like, man, I'm tired of motherfuckers doing this shit. I seen it on TikTok.
Motherfuckers is getting to it, bro. They stealing.
Hell yeah, motherfuckers making it hard for people to survive out here now.
Life is rough, man.
Life is
motherfuckers
rough.
is going about.
I feel like as long as you ain't hurt nobody, go steal that material shit.
Yeah.
I ain't condoning it. I'm just saying, like, you ain't hurt nobody.
Yeah, you ain't killing motherfuckers. And
Yeah, go steal. Shit. Like Ezel, I steal, I don't kill.
And you take it from like corporations and shit.
Yeah, you're not taking it from nobody's house. Leave
Yeah.
people's houses and cars and shit alone.
Yeah, leave people alone. Like that lady that just rubbed, leave her alone. Why they take her $200?
I mean, it was her business, though. She got insurance. Fuck that bitch. She.
Come on, bro. You have to know some shit. What's going on, bro? Regroup.
I am.
All right, we back.
Yes, sir.
We are back. We are back. I don't know how we missed this story, but it was here. 2 police officers indicted for shooting a man who was sleeping in a car outside of his grandmother's house.
We talked about that when it happened.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay, we did.
Yeah.
Well, it's updated. The police have been indicted.
Good.
They haven't been convicted yet, but charges have been brought against them.
Cool.
Um,
That was about a year ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. Officers Carl Chandler and Alexander Gregory were indicted on battery and criminal reckless charges in connection with December 31st shooting of Anthony McClann. McClann's attorney said the officers fired at least 30 shots, hitting his client 3 times and leaving him hospitalized for 17 days, and he was forced to have 6 surgeries.
Damn.
Police had found McClann asleep with a gun next to him in the driver's seat before officers knocked on the car window while Anthony had the firearm in the car and a license to carry the firearm. He never reached for the gun, and he never had the gun in his hand. And he certainly did not point the gun at officers. Anthony's only offense was being a young black man in a high-crime neighborhood. McClann and his family want Gregory and Chandler to be suspended without pay and fired by the police merit board. And they want them to go to jail.
Yeah, they need to.
And I watched that's another thing with these updates. I watched the
Video encounter.
the body cam.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers literally walked up to the window, tapped on the window, said, "Gun!" Fa, 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 fa.
Yeah. I remember that shit. That shit's terrible, dog.
Yeah,
That shit is terrible.
but they've been indicted.
But that's good. They need to pay up.
Yeah, but they still took civil actions on them.
All right.
But like we said on the last pod, it's a lot easier to get the civil shit taken care of if there's been any level of criminal conviction.
Mm-hmm.
If the criminal justice system has found you responsible in any way, shape, form, or fashion for what happened, it's fairly easy to go through the civil route and get money from a motherfucker.
Okay.
So,
No, that's terrible.
yeah. So it's a good thing them dick suckers is
They ain't killing.
yeah, good thing they ain't kill him. Cause I saw the video, I said, how the fuck did this nigga live? Well, I'm glad he did.
Scared motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm glad he did. Children are disappearing from northern Ohio in record numbers,
Yeah, I heard about that.
with more than 1,000 minors reported missing so far this year,
Yep.
and majority of them are minors of color.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple that aren't, but
The hardest.
yeah, that sex trafficking shit is.
Not even sex
You
trafficking.
talking aliens?
Nah, that's where they get melanin and shit from.
Yeah.
Where else can you get it?
They can't get it from nowhere but us. Children are disappearing from northern Ohio in record number. More than 45 children have gone missing in the Cleveland-Akron area this month alone. And in August, there will be more than 35 missing minors, according to the Ohio Attorney General, the missing children's website. And look at like,
Damn.
yeah.
Damn.
So between, like you said, between sex trafficking, melanin harvesting,
Yeah.
and the fucking aliens, man.
Nah, aliens are taking them too. The aliens taking everybody.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with the kids.
Nah, that kid shit been going on for a minute.
Oh, I know it is. I know it
About
is.
them 80,000 kids.
Yeah.
80,000 kids just come up missing.
That's crazy. 80 fucking thousand.
80,000.
Small town.
Yeah. All of them immigrant kids too.
Brother, oh yeah, you know how they do now.
Terrible, dog.
That's probably why they don't let all these immigrants into the country. Make it more easy to,
Do what they do and blame it on somebody.
yeah.
Well, you know they're not from here. They're not used to our customs. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Y'all using them people.
Yep. You got a real life James Bond. He done got in trouble
Oh shit.
for using a flip device on his license plate to dodge tolls.
Good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Man arrested for using flip device to dodge tolls. Authorities arrested a New Jersey driver Friday after he was caught using a license plate flipping device to bypass tolls at the George Washington Bridge. Adam Genza now faces theft of service, tampering with public records, possession of burglar tools, and possession of fraudulent document charges, according to the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. He was also issued summonses for unclear plates, counterfeiting or using other markers, and failure to exhibit documents.
Huh.
This isn't the first. Where we at? This isn't his first time getting caught trying to avoid paying tolls. He was previously arrested in February for trying to get out of paying a toll at the George Washington Bridge. Authorities say during the incident, he allegedly used a remote control electric curtain to cover his license plate. This nigga's really been at home trying to figure out.
That's a code. Where do you live at?
New Jersey.
Yeah, I did too.
Police say there have been 16 instances at the George Washington Bridge of police arresting or issuing summonses to drivers using electronic devices that obscure license plates. Our message to toll cheaters is clear. Break the law, we'll catch you. Tolls fund critical infrastructures that stitch our region together, and free riders will not be allowed to skate by, said the New York spokesperson for blah, blah, blah.
I get toes, but fuck toes.
Fuck those, bro. Figure that shit out somewhere else. Y'all tax everything. Take the money from something else y'all taxing. Can a nigga just drive down the street?
Tell me.
I found out they put that shit just going to Kentucky. Nigga, I stopped going to that motherfucker like that.
You can go around it though.
I know, I've been around it.
Yeah.
When I went a few years back, I went around it. They ended up in a traffic jam because there was a wreck on that little bridge that takes you to go around it. And I was stuck on that bridge for an hour. Nigga, I hate bridges.
You can feel that motherfucker moving.
I was ready to shit my britches.
Yeah, I understand.
I hate bridges. Bridges and bridges.
Yeah, I'm all out of current.
I got a couple more. Got a nigga that hit the ATM hard and got way more money than Buddy that was robbing banks.
I'm sure. One-stop shop right there.
In Georgia, he blew up an ATM and got away with $88,000.
Damn.
Abram Jahil, 53, was indicted in July for using a destructive device to destroy a structure, arson and theft by taking, as well as manufacturing a destructive device. The U.S. Department of Justice has announced federal charges for the same incident. Jahil reportedly used a pipe bomb to blow up and damage and gain access to an ATM in North DeKalb Mall in Atlanta on March 29th around 3:30 in the morning. Police said he was able to get into the machine and take out around $88,000 in cash. Investigators obtained a search warrant for his home where they found additional devices and some of the money.
Damn. Why do you do shit, man? I don't get it. I just think that's weird.
Take the shit at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean up afterwards.
At least he got some money out the deal.
Yeah, he get some money.
He should have did it better than he ended up with a better situation than Buddy that ran around robbing 5,000 banks for $6.
Basically.
That nigga. You want to run off the rest about your mans that we talked about in RIP's Bupac?
Yeah, Bupac. Go ahead.
Michigan man who has used social media to pose as underage girls. His name is Bupac Shakur, to catch sexual predators, was shot and killed after he accused another man of being a pedophile. A Pontiac man who gained notoriety for his unorthodox efforts to catch child predators was shot to death during an argument at a restaurant late Friday night. 2 suspects have been arrested. Oakland County Sheriff's officials said that Robert Wayne Lee, 40, was inside of a Pontiac restaurant near the corner of MLK Boulevard and something else when he confronted 2 men seated at a table. Lee, who used the name Bupac Shakur as his online identity, accused one of the men of being an alleged pedophile and punched him. According to the police, the man pulled out a knife. Police said while the other man at the table pulled a gun, shooting Lee several times. The 2 men fled the restaurant. Saturday evening, sheriff officials announced the two men had been arrested. The suspected shooter is 17 and the other is 18.
Oh, damn, they were young.
According to police, both are believed to be Pontiac residents. Sheriff detectives worked with U.S. Bureau of Alcohol and Fire ATF and explosive agents, which comprise the Pontiac Gun Violence Task Force. Detectives are expected to turn the case over to the prosecutors for charges on Sunday or Monday. The suspects' names are being withheld at the moment, but they are being arraigned until after they're arraigned in court. Right. So they're under arrest, but they haven't went to court yet.
All right. Yeah, because it happened.
Yep.
Well, shit, I thought these motherfuckers were some grown men. These are little boys.
The 18-year-old was probably doing some weird shit with a 12, 13-year-old or something on the...
I mean, that's true, too. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I thought they were grown men. You know what I mean? I think he should have handled that a little bit different then.
Yep.
Because he's a grown ass man.
I went in there and punched the 17, 18-year-old.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You damn near hit a child. Because the 18-year-old one shot him, right? Or they didn't say?
They didn't say.
They didn't say. Okay,
It said,
so we can't
said the
say
two
that.
suspects are 17 and 18. That's probably why they're withholding the name.
Names, yeah.
Because if the 17-year-old was the one that shot him, you can't release his name yet.
So damn near would that be self-defense? Other than the fact that they fled the scene, but you see your man's getting damn near hurt.
Whatchamacallit just got off on it. The nigga that killed King Von,
Oh, for real?
Lil Tim, they dropped charges on him.
And what was their reason?
Self-defense, but if you watch the video, King Von was beating up Quando Rondo.
Okay.
And Lil Tim, Quando Rondo's guy.
Right.
He was like in the car, he looked up and realized his man was getting his ass whooped. He jumped out the car and shot shit out of Von.
Damn. And got off on that?
Yeah, they just let him off.
So they rule that self-defense or they rule that?
They ruled it as self-defense.
Okay.
I don't necessarily see how it's self-defense.
Right, because it's not yourself, it's somebody else.
They ruled it as self-defense.
I can see if they said like public defense or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's weird, okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Yeah. So we did James Bond play. Oh, Keefy D.
Oh yeah.
Keefy Dummy D. Dummy D, that's his name.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him, but I've been hearing about him.
He is.
Oh yeah, I know who he is, but yeah.
Yeah, Orlando. What's his name? Orlando Brown.
No, Orlando Brown.
Orlando Jones. No.
Orlando Brown is 3J. Orlando Jones is dude from Mad TV.
So what
Orlando,
was that?
it wasn't. Not that ain't Castillo. What was his name?
So Orlando something. The nigga that actually killed Tupac.
Killed Tupac. Yeah.
Well, whoever it was, whatever his name is, Keefy D is his uncle.
Right.
And he's been running around doing every interview that he can, Vlad TV included,
Right.
talking about the night that Tupac was murdered.
Yeah.
And saying that he was in the car, he basically gave him the weapon to do it. He's like the only one still alive out of the whole deal besides Suge Knight.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a lot of people.
Yeah, out of the whole, because it was like 3 or 4 people in their car.
Yeah. They were the ones fighting in the casino too, right?
The ones that the nephew was the one that got jumped on, the Tupac and them jumped on the casino.
Okay.
And that was stemmed from, it was just a bunch of bullshit, because that stemmed from them niggas, Orlando and his guys, jumping on, I forgot which one it was, but they jumped on a few of the Death Row niggas and stole their chains. And so that's why when Tupac saw him, that's why you see in that video how he just rushed over there and jumped on his ass. Because he knew that was the nigga that had just jumped on so-and-so and then took their necklace. There's some bullshit going on.
Yeah.
But they done ran off in his house and apparently found some type of evidence still from the murder.
Oh no, souvenirs, man.
I think that's a lie, but
They probably planted on him or in his house.
they just went in there to make everything that he's saying make sense. You know, because you can say all you want, but some evidence has to be there.
Right.
I think they went in there and just made what he said make sense.
That's crazy.
They said he's being charged with allegedly orchestrating the plan to kill Tupac and providing the weapon. But like I said, that nigga's been on every platform that would allow him
Yeah.
talking about this. Like you said off mic, I think the nigga was just ready to go to jail.
That's what it sounded like. You know what I mean? Well, here's with that though. So they found Tupac shit, but we ain't got a trace or a sniff on Biggie's killer.
They know who killed Biggie too.
I'm pretty sure, but ain't nobody said nothing about it.
But I forgot, it's the one thing, man. You can watch that shit, bro. They tell you who killed Biggie and Tupac.
Oh, for real?
Like the cops who did it and the whole shit. Like they had, the nigga still had the car in his garage and yeah, like the whole shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a I forgot his name, but it's a white cop. He retired after he essentially solved the murder,
Okay.
and they wouldn't do nothing about it. And he got so mad about it, he just like, fuck it, and quit. He done wrote 3-4 books, like, detailing what he found.
Damn.
Just interviews and all types of shit, man. Yeah, the dirty cops that used to work for, that was Bloods associated with Suge Knight, who they went to his house to do a search warrant, found the 96 Impala that the nigga that shot Biggie pulled up in, like, oh shit, in his garage, nigga, and just didn't. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy if you dig into it. If for some odd reason they just, well, because, you know, it was more profitable for nobody to be caught.
Right. A lot
I
of
think
sales and shit.
Bro, a lot of people make money off of the East Coast, West Coast shit. News, TV stations, magazines.
That was the media.
But see, yeah, not just the music industry, nigga.
I'm just saying that was the media to promote it.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of them motherfuckers make money off of that shit, bro. Keeping that shit going. But, oh, I got another story. Tyrese. I don't know how I feel about this. There's a fine line between business and ethical.
What do you do?
Tyrese Gibson's production company sues Teddy Pendergrass's widow over biopic rights. Tyrese production company Voltron Entertainment is suing Joan Pendergrass, the widow of Teddy Pendergrass, over the rights to Teddy's biopic. According to the documents obtained by blah blah blah, Tyrese claims that his company secured exclusive rights to Teddy's story back in 2011. Tyrese said that Joan initially agreed to give him the rights to do a book and a movie about Teddy Pendergrass if Tyrese's company agreed to invest in the projects. Tyrese claimed never mind, I'm with him now. Tyrese, I didn't read all this, my bad, take back my initial statement. Tyrese claims he and Voltron invested about $450,000 to the project. However, in 2022, Joan allegedly refused to extend the rights to Teddy's life story. Tyrese claims that Joan's change of heart caused Voltron to suffer financial harm, and he is reportedly seeking at least $1 million in damages.
Okay. Why it take so long, though?
But that should be taking forever.
It was a 20, what is it,
11?
2011? That's a minute.
Yeah, that should be taking forever.
Well, I guess they gotta get all the information, too.
Yeah, that should be taking forever.
But hey.
Hey, you know, in today's days, we hear about shit more often than we used to. But I mean, you gotta think, they've been talking about this, the one that Jamie Foxx is doing, him and Mike Tyson, for 7-8 years now. Because Jamie's supposed to be playing Mike Tyson post success, the fall off, and then like the into what like Mike is now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mike, he's supposed to be playing Mike's after you know, the last fall off when Buster Douglas and all, after when he came home from jail and after biting Evander's ear and getting fat, and you know, when he was on Hangover and shit like that, he's supposed to be playing that Mike. And then back to, you know, when his daughter died, and you know, Mike's daughter got killed on a treadmill in his house.
Right?
It was a regular treadmill, I believe. She got caught on the little emergency cord that you're supposed to put around your wrist. If you fall, it pulls it and stops the treadmill. She got caught on that cord and hung herself.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, she was like 3.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you have the older.
No. The younger daughter's with his wife now.
Okay.
It was in his house in Vegas. It was back. Remember when Mike was doing like that one-man show?
Yeah.
On HBO and shit.
Yeah.
It was a little bit like a year before that.
Okay.
He was out working. And you know, treadmill in the house, little gym area in the house. And the little girl got on there and was playing and got worked up in that motherfucker and fell and hung herself. Yeah, sad, terrible shit. So rest in peace to her. But yeah, but they've been talking about that Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx playing that for years now. A lot of this shit. Mike Epps been
Richard Pryor.
He was supposed to play Richard Pryor for years.
For about 2 decades now.
Yeah, bro. A lot of that shit. You know, a lot of times, like, we don't realize it, but not in today's day and age, but a lot of times, bro, like them big budget movies and shit back then, bro, them motherfuckers would take film for 2 years, edit for a year.
And then come back and do
Yeah, so if you see like a movie came out in 2018, realistically, that motherfucker was filmed in like 15.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, so, but who knows? But yeah, if they spent that money and then you just up and decide to change your mind,
It's gone.
he's going for his money back.
Hey, she got it. She give it to him.
She might not, depending on if Teddy has some bad business deals in play.
She got it.
Actually, Teddy didn't, because Teddy lived after all that car accident shit. Teddy just died a little while back.
I don't know. But yeah, she got it though.
That was the thing. That's why he was security in 2011. Teddy, I think that's where the time Teddy died.
Okay.
10 or 11.
Huh.
He was in that wheelchair. He broke his neck sucking dick, according to Uncle Wayne.
Okay. I didn't go there.
You know the motherfucker that was with Teddy when he got in that car accident was a transsexual.
I didn't know nothing about it.
Oh, man.
I don't follow that dude like that.
Yeah, Teddy P. Yeah, Teddy P was a nasty nigga, man. He had done all the fucking he could, man. He was in a Rolls Royce with a transsexual and they was driving and they got into a car accident and the transsexual was fine, but somehow Teddy broke his neck up underneath the dashboard in the car accident when they hit the tree. And my Uncle Wayne, to the day he died, always said Teddy was sucking that man's dick. I don't necessarily agree with Uncle Wayne, but
Sounds about right.
me and Doe was kids, and all you hear is Teddy was sucking that man's dick. You're like, what the fuck is that? What are you talking about, Uncle Wayne?
That's crazy.
And wonderful music. Go turn off the lights. All right, that's it for my currents.
Hit these Florida men, man.
You want to go right into the Florida mans?
Yeah. I only got two.
I got two of them too.
Okay, they kind of short for me.
Let's do these Florida mans now.
Well, except for this guy. I'm gonna shorten it up though.
It's Florida man time now.
Yes, sir. Make sure I got the right motherfucker here. Yeah, I got the counterfeit McDonald's.
Hmm?
Yeah, a man was arrested for using counterfeit money to buy McDonald's in Collier County.
Hungry.
He was attempting to use a fake $100 bill to buy McDonald's Thursday afternoon. According to the blah, 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 James Brian Oaksmith, 53, ordered the meal at the store located on Davis Boulevard. Oaksmith tried to use a fake $100 bill, realizing the money was not real. Workers gave him, why they put periods in the worst places? Workers gave him back the money and took back the meal. Earlier, deputies had already helped escort Oaksmith off the premises of the nearby the Quinta Inn. Facebook post states he left his stuff in the hotel foyer and walked over to the McDonald's. Inside of his things, deputies found items used to make counterfeit money.
He was making the monies.
Including
in the hotel.
Acetone, laundry detergent, press boards, laptop, and a printer. Arrest reports claim Oaksmith left behind printer paper and latex gloves in his hotel room, and the sink was covered in black ink. You stupid motherfucker. Deputies also, at least he did take it somewhere else though. Deputies also found fake bills in his pockets and under his table at the restaurant. He was arrested. The Collier County Sheriff's Office is continuing its investigation.
This nigga was the fake money man.
Yeah, that's stupid though, man.
This nigga was the fake money man. Alright, Florida man accused of pulling his victim's eyeballs out of his socket during a fight at a psychiatric hospital.
Oh shit, that sounds about right.
Look at this nigga, he look crazy.
He look like
He look like
Kyle.
Yeah.
From Full Metal Jacket.
Private
Kyle.
He look like Bobby Hill.
That whoa.
He look like Bobby Hill.
Does.
God damn it, Bobby.
I want to be shouting there.
According to reports, Ronaldo
Ronaldo.
Burns Solo.
Burns
34.
Solo.
Burns Solo.
I bet he do.
34,
You look like it.
and the victim were involved in a verbal altercation.
He don't share no meth. Don't share. Now people be sharing it, cracking it. No, he don't share nothing.
It was his shit.
All for him.
Uh,
I burn solo, bitch.
the victims were involved in a verbal altercation which turned physical. Police said Burn Solo repeatedly punched the victim in the face and then dragged him onto the floor where he continued to punch him. While on the floor, Burn Solo allegedly pulled both of the victim's eyes out of his sockets. Both. The attack lasted for about 7 minutes after another patient who was walking past alerted hospital staff, who then called 911 about an hour later. Nurses put the victim's eyes on ice and provided them to paramedics, who then transported the victim to Memorial Regional Hospital. However, the eyes could not be reattached, and the victim now has permanent loss of sight in both eyes. No shit. Burn Solo was charged with aggravated battery charge and was transported to jail. As of Monday, he's being held without bond.
Like to gouge your eyes out?
Beat that man up and gouged out both his eyes.
Now he can't see the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Behind the ass whooping.
Damn. That's an ass whoop. You can't even go shoot the
I tell
motherfucker.
that motherfucker, you don't need these eyes.
Damn, I think that bad. This is the standoff though.
Okay.
Angry customer and auto shop owner shoot each other
Damn.
to death.
Damn. Well, it is bad.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
These guys no eyes out.
So, yeah.
It says a shooting at a Florida auto shop that killed 2 men was triggered by a former customer's dissatisfaction with work done on his car 2 years ago. Damn.
Damn, still in there beefing.
The Largo Police Department said Eugene Frank Becker, 78, arrived at Stout's Automotive in a rental car Wednesday and sought out business owner Jody Stout, 52. Investigators say Becker pulled out a handgun and shot Stout, who returned fire with his own gun, striking Becker multiple times.
Jesus.
This is somebody saying it says the two exchanged multiple rounds of gunfire during which time both Becker and Stout suffered life-threatening injuries. Both men later died at a hospital. The shooting brought dozens of police officers to the scene. Police said the evidence and witnesses indicate Becker felt he was overcharged when he brought a vehicle to Stout's for a service in 2021.
God damn.
This is earlier this month, Becker was involved in a crash in the Pineda Park, which resulted in hospitalization and the total loss of his current vehicle. A family member told police that Becker has been depressed and frustrated since that crash, and police said he went to the shop Wednesday with the intent to shoot the victim in retaliation for the perceived wrong. Largo was located, blah, 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 blah. And that's all the rest of this bullshit feeling. But
he pulled up, popped the owner. The owner had enough wherewithal to get his pistol out, popped his old ass back a few times.
Florida, so it's on his hip.
And they both fell out and died. They both died in the hospital.
Both died. He tried to pull a, what's that movie with my guy in it? Gran Torino.
What,
Clint Eastwood.
They said Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. Fucking zipper heads. That motherfucker said some racist shit that
Don't
movie.
you put a spoiler on the back of it like one of your zipper head rings?
That nigga said some racist shit. Florida family filed a lawsuit against Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
After an employee shot at them over curly fry dispute through the drive-through window.
Damn, everybody getting shot.
Saw the video too. That motherfucker up the pistol and got the popping at their ass through the drive-through window from inside the store.
What?
A lawsuit filed in Houston court alleges Jack in the Box employees shot at a Florida family over something seemingly senseless, curly fries. The alleged incident happened back in 2001, but the video of the incident has just now been released, and the attorney who represents the family says you can clearly see on the video what happened, and you can, I watched it. Aaliyah Fantasia Ford, the employee,
Oh, girl.
has already served out her sentence, but the family also wants the company held accountable. This is what I was saying with criminal and civil.
Okay.
She's already been convicted and went to the penitentiary about it.
Mm-hmm.
Ford alleged allegation video clip as she deals with customer Anthony Romez. I lost my concentration. Anthony Romez, who was in the car with his pregnant wife and their 6-year-old daughter.
That's why I got to
Who was in the back seat. The couple reportedly paid for a combo meal, but didn't get their curly fries from there. The argument transpired, but not even halfway into it, Ford can be seen with the gun. This is the lady, the employee, the Jack in the Box employee. Because the video is from the
What was the gun?
on her hip.
Okay.
The
Like
video's
visible? At work?
It was underneath her shit.
There we go.
The video was the video is from the video that I seen is from the Jack in the Box security camera.
From the head.
You know, they always got the camera that goes
out
onto.
the window. Okay.
Well, it was, that goes to like the drive-thru area to watch
That's what I
them
mean.
going on the register and shit.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
This angle.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, Ford can be seen with a gun. Minutes later, she is captured throwing ice and condiments out the drive-thru window, and she threw ice and condiments into the car and And then she pulls the gun out and fires at least twice at the family. When Buddy seen her pull the gun out, he threw it in drive and took off. And she caught the side of the car one good time and then hung out the drive-thru window and shot at the back of them. Ford was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but was able to plead guilty to a lesser charge of deadly conduct. She served 1 year of probation and has finished all that. But the family wants Jack in the Box to be held financially liable for their distress.
I mean, yeah.
Which makes sense.
Was
That's your employee, bro.
creating a dangerous working environment?
Yeah, that's your employee.
They don't work there, but still,
Yeah,
they come up their customers.
You can sue for distress and anguish and and getting shot.
traumatized.
Yeah, that's all of that shit. You can sue for that.
And being shell shock?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like this is my first stepfather when he moved to Terre Haute. And I went down there this summer to go visit. And we was a little bad motherfuckers. Like I said, all my friends was 15, 16 driving cars and shit like that. So I'd be out with them and somebody had the good idea to bring a whole big ass box of black cats.
Fucked him up.
But they was the ones that was separate. They wasn't the whole long chain. And what they was doing one night was rolling around Terre Haute. I can talk about this shit now.
Yeah.
Rolling around Terre Haute. And when they was taking motherfucking the whole little the pack of 30, throwing it in motherfucking. You had a drop top. If you left your window down that night, your shit got fucked. Alright, so we went around town doing all that, but we got back to the apartment. And then, it's one of those 2 downstairs, 2 upstairs, with the, what I'm saying, and somebody took it upon themselves to light a whole pack in the fucking foyer. So, of course, it echoes, what I'm saying, it's real extra loud inside the hallway. Man across the hall downstairs has a dog. Claimed that the dog went to shell shock because of that shit. My stepfather had to pay his vet bill for that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's fucked up. He's like, my dog is in shell shock. I remember looking at him like, dog, ain't nothing wrong with the fucking dog. But who am I to say? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't do the fireworks there.
It's a half a follow-up to the, I'm just reading it right now, it's in real time.
To which one?
The Michael Orr situation, the Blind Side.
Okay.
The Toohey family taking advantage of him and shit.
Yeah.
As of today, a Tennessee judge signed an order Friday ending the Toohey's family's conservatorship over Michael Orr, the former NFL player whose story was depicted in The Blind Side. A month after he accused the Toohey family of misrepresenting themselves as his adopted parents and using him for financial benefit. So basically, he'll be able to get residuals and shit off that movie that they've been keeping from him.
Shit, how far back they gonna take you?
I don't know.
They should.
He'll probably have to. He gonna have to go into the civil.
Yeah.
Because he got to go into the civil part of that now. But that movie was a big earner, so
That's what I'm saying. You better take a fine tooth comb to that motherfucker, boy. You better get all the pennies you can out of that.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Got Mario there busting up the bricks. Shit. Bang, 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 bang. Hit that motherfucker to the turn of metal.
You stupid. But that's it for Florida, man.
That's it for Florida, man.
We'll take a break before we come back to glass.
Yes, because these knees.
Mine too.
These knees walking.
Break time, baby.
Break.
And we back. My well-needed break. You say you had a melanated? Or just me?
I got a melanated. May kick it off?
I got it. I'll kick it off. I'll take it. This one goes to Venus and Serena Williams.
Alright.
I had no clue about this, but apparently they became the first black women to hold ownership stake in the NFL team back in 2009.
Which team?
They have minority ownership in the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, cool. They doing good this year.
They bought ownership stake in the Miami Dolphins back when it was valued around $1.9 billion. It's now valued at an impressive $4.6 billion.
Damn.
And they were the first African American women to have ownership in the NFL team. Just never did nothing about it. There's a picture with them and the owner and their jerseys and back in 09.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So that's very dope.
That is dope. It's dope.
Yeah, because this whole time, we was talking about, black people not having a bunch of ownership and shit. Magic Johnson being the first nigga with ownership in the
Starbucks?
No. What's the Commanders?
Oh yeah.
Magic owns the Commanders now.
Yeah.
Him and his people. But they brought this up like he wasn't the first. Like they're the first black women to. They didn't own as much, but
I mean minority ownership.
Bro, if you own 3% of a $4.6 billion team,
yeah, that's money.
Monies.
Yeah.
It's millions of dollars. Like at 3%.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to.
They went up $3 billion.
Yeah, from 1.9 to 4.6.
Shit.
And they've been eating the entire time off of it.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
They're still eating because they ain't sell.
Let's see, I don't even know how to pronounce the motherfucker's name. I think it's Quinde Reed. It says, meet the formerly incarcerated filmmaker who is now on his 9th film for Amazon Prime and Tubi. Where he's nigga bringing us these good movies on Tubi. Quinde Reed is an African-American independent filmmaker and also the founder of Cheddar Boy Films.
I've seen a few Cheddar Boy movies on Tubi.
You know why? Based in Detroit, Michigan.
Yep. And Detroit niggas is getting it
they
on
are.
as far as Tubi is concerned.
Especially murder. He has already released 9 different films that can be seen on Amazon Prime and Tubi. A huge accomplishment for anyone, but especially for a person that has been formerly incarcerated.
Yep.
He describes himself as a resilient and positive black man, as a beacon of hope and transformation. Having faced the challenges of the criminal justice system due to selling marijuana, his life took a remarkable turn as he embraced filmmaking to empower his community and provide aspiring actors a chance to pursue their dreams. Some of his impactful movies include One More Flip. I watched that.
I seen that one.
Cheddar Boys.
Didn't see that one.
5 minutes.
Seen that one.
And Off the Porch.
Seen that one.
It says his personal experiences during his time in prison profoundly impacted his perspective on life. Upon regaining his freedom, he recognized a profound calling to effective positive change and create opportunities for others facing similar challenges. Embracing his passion for filmmaking, Quinde founded Cheddar Boy Films, a platform dedicated to telling authentic stories that shed light on the realities of the inner city, inspiring residents to rise above adversity.
My man. Shout out to him and Cheddar Boy Films.
So yes, Quinde Reed.
Shout out to you, Quinde Reed.
I mean, he ain't no Quan Mills.
No. Man, funny shit. I was just on TikTok and a motherfucker was talking about, I almost sent it to you. Motherfucker was talking about Quan Mills. It was like, man, y'all not gonna believe this shit. They was running off some of the titles and shit. I said, man, we talked about Quan a year ago. That nigga still going hard.
Hard as motherfucker.
Grandma's a hoochie mama. And all took these books is crazy.
This bitch got roaches. This bitch got roaches.
This bitch got roaches too. that nigga's something else, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what? That was it for melanated.
Yes, sir.
How many figures you got?
I got 3.
I'll sneak in between you because I only got one.
All right. The first one. You stupid. The first one is it's over with you. Man accused of killing former girlfriend by throwing her over balcony found guilty.
You did that shit, huh?
Yeah, it says a man was convicted Thursday of killing his former girlfriend, Amy Harwick, a sex therapist who was once engaged to comedian Drew Carey, by throwing her over a balcony in 2022 of February.
Wow.
Garrett Pursehouse, 45, was found guilty by a jury of 1 count of murder and first-degree residential burglary with a special circumstance allegation of lying in wait, according to the Los Angeles County District's Office.
Yeah, stalking her.
Okay. Harwick was a former Playboy model who advocated for sex workers and supported a nonprofit that subsidized mental health care for performers in the adult industry. Pursehouse faces a maximum life sentence in state prison without the possibility of parole, according to the news release from the district attorney. Let's see, the autopsy showed that the primary cause of death as blunt force injury to the head and torso from a fall after an altercation.
Whooped her ass and tossed her over the edge.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Let's see. Well, no, everything else is bullshit.
Like you say all the time, bro. I don't want no pussy that good.
Nope. None. And she didn't look that bad either. Drew Carey has some nice taste.
I remember when she died.
Okay.
And only reason is because I was watching a YouTube video and he was talking about her connection to Drew Carey.
Okay.
Because I went down like a half a rabbit hole because, you know, Jim Carrey had a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend that died somewhere, something similar to that.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I was kind of like on some, you know how you go down YouTube rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah, it does that to you.
And I ended up seeing a story about her and Jim Carrey's ex, like, cause and they clickbaited me like the headline or whatever made it seem like they had something to do with the murders.
I see what you're saying.
And then I read it, was like, this is just his ex-girlfriend who went off and got killed somewhere.
They said thank you for the view.
Yeah, they said thank you for the view.
Thank you for the view.
You know, they got me. That's still an interesting story. I just didn't get what I wanted, what I was looking for out of it.
Nah, I hear you on that.
This was a Florida man, but I decided to make it a fecal because you need to learn how to put your fucking weapons up.
Oh, okay.
Florida man arrested after 3-year-old shot herself with his gun
Oh, shit.
that he allegedly left on the couch. I saw the video too because they had cameras in the home. But he was watching football.
Yeah.
He jumped up, excited about a touchdown, then left the goddamn big ass gun on the couch. The baby runs over, grabs the gun, shot herself in the hand.
Ouch.
Yeah. So according to reports, Orlando Young, 23, was watching the girl and left the gun unattended on the living room sofa while he watched the football game. An arrest report states that the young man told the police he momentarily left his gun unattended on the couch because he was excited about a touchdown. The girl got a hold of the gun and shot herself in the hand. Police said the family members took her to the hospital. Young was charged with child neglect causing great bodily harm.
I mean, I ain't got nothing to say about that. Like you said, put your shit up.
Put your shit up.
I mean, that's a baby, so baby's gonna do the baby.
Yeah, put your shit up. Put your safety on.
Yeah.
Put your,
if it's possible.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and if you don't have a safety, that's even more incentive to put your shit up.
All the way up. You need
Put
to have a
your-
little kid in the house.
Bruh, like I might not have supposed to have weapons, so I don't own weapons now.
Right.
But in the case that I did, I would always put my shit out of reach.
Yeah, you got to. No matter what.
No matter what, it's out of reach.
You know what I mean?
Because kids will touch anything.
And you see, that wasn't something that he planned for.
No.
But within that amount of time.
I saw the video,
how
bro. He was laying on the couch like how these remotes are.
Yeah.
And Buddy was sitting there eating food. Somebody, and you know how like when shit happens, you get excited when you're watching the game. Something happened. He jumped over and like ran to the TV, like hype about what happened.
Yeah.
The little baby ran over. Bow. And he turned around and set the food down. What just happened? And had the baby and.
Oh shit, that's scary.
Yeah. But you know, we've had other stories where little girls, the one baby that killed another baby with the gun, and the other baby that shot himself with the gun. I mean, put y'all shit up, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, it literally takes nothing to come in and when you about to do your thing, put your shit up there or some shit. Like, you just put your shit up there.
Up there, under something. Don't have it sitting out.
Keep it on you.
That too.
If you're that worried about where you are or what could happen, keep it on you. It shouldn't be on the table. It shouldn't be on the couch.
It shouldn't be nowhere visible.
And damn sure shouldn't be where no 3-year-old can just grab it.
Exactly. That's that. Yeah, that's the big point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it took her, I watched the video, it took her all of 6 seconds to get over there and pick that motherfucker up and shoot herself in the hand. Like almost the second she grabbed it.
She put a hole in her hand, or she burnt,
Yeah, put a whole shot herself straight in the hand.
Damn.
Lucky she didn't blow her shit off. It was a bigger gun.
And, yeah. Or she was a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
So for that, my nigga, Mr. Young, you get the fecal.
Yeah, you get a figure for that one. You irresponsible motherfucker, you.
Irresponsible motherfucker, you.
I'll tell you about a hater real quick.
Uh-oh.
This is the cutting 300 years. This is a man in his 60s held after Hadrian's wall tree cut down. Now this is from another country, so it says the landmark beside Hadrian's wall was cut down overnight on Wednesday. Northumbria police said that the man was arrested on Friday evening and remains in custody, assisting with inquiries. A 16-year-old boy was arrested on suspicion of criminal damage on Thursday and has since been released on bail. Let's see. It said, this is from the police chief. It says, the senseless destruction of what is undoubtedly a world-renowned landmark, a local treasure, has quite rightly resulted in the outpouring of shock, horror, and anger throughout the Northeast and further afield. I don't know what they're talking about. It says, I hope the second arrest demonstrates just how seriously we're taking the situation and our ongoing commitment to find those responsible and bring them to justice. It says, although another arrest has been made, the investigation is still in its early stages, and we will continue to encourage any members of the public with information to assist. Let's see. So basically, what happened is a man or a young man that was a 16-year-old was told or something to cut down this tree.
Okay.
This tree is 300 years old. And like it says, a landmark. And it was, matter of fact, it was in the movie Robin Hood, The Prince of Thieves.
Okay. I was just about to say Men in Tights.
No. It says, 31 years of forensics, I've never examined the tree. Said the tree was believed to be about 300 years old and was looked after by both the Park Authority and the National Trust.
And somebody told Buddy to cut it down.
Yeah, the old man, the 60-year-old. It said it grew in a natural dip in the landscape near Hexham and featured in the 1991 movie Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. The official said that the tree was part of England's identity, as it had been a real inspiration to artists, writers, and photographers. Executive Chief Tony Gates said a lot of people have a deep connection to this place and a fond memory of this place, and to have lost that is a real shame.
Why was the old man hating until Buddy told him to cut the tree down?
Hold on. Yeah, don't say.
He just woke up and was like, fuck this tree, and
yeah.
I'm asking somebody to do it?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for in the article.
Dirty motherfucker.
But yeah, so he told the little boy to cut the tree down. The little boy went and did what he was told. Turned out to be a 300-year-old tree.
Dirty motherfucker.
And because the little boy got locked up, and now they locking the old man
Yeah,
up.
they locking OG up.
I guess he told us something. Well, I thought this was what the story was about. I know they were just talking about just the bullshit. But, yeah, the old man's fecal on that one.
Yeah, 100%.
Can't blame that young man.
He's 100% fecal.
Now this one's just, this bitch is horrible. This is teacher. A Tennessee teacher charged with raping 12-year-old rearrested for telling victim he'll regret doing this.
She tried to scare him?
Yeah. There's a former Tennessee elementary school teacher and a mother of two charged with raping a child was rearrested Thursday for allegedly attempting to coerce her victim. The Covington police arrested Alyssa McCommon, 38, at her home Thursday and charged her with coercion of a witness, aggravated stalking and harassment. It was McCommon's second arrest in 3 weeks after she was charged with rape of a child on September 8th, 2023. McCommon...
And this bitch got babies.
Yeah, 2. McCommon, a former 4th grade teacher, was released after posting a $25,000 bond on the condition that she could not have contact with the victim or any minors other than her own children. Police said she violated the terms of her release by using a previously unknown phone number to contact the boy she is accused of raping. Yeah.
You're gonna regret this.
Says the evidence indicates McCommon texted the victim using a specific code word known to the juvenile as a code word McCommon would previously utilize to confirm that the juvenile was alone. Often before sending nude photographs on Snapchat.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on, I did that wrong. There we go. It says, police said that after McCommon confirmed the victim was alone, she allegedly sent multiple text messages to him indicating he would regret doing this. McCommon, using the same phone number, also admitted to sexual encounter with the victim. Covington Police Chief Donna Turner called McCommon's alleged actions appalling and said that they appeared to violate her bond conditions. Says due to the nature of the communications, we are concerned others may have been contacted. We continue to work closely with the district attorney's office after revocation of McCommon's bond, as well as the additional charges that continue to develop. McCommon is currently being held at the Tipton County Jail without bond pending her next court appearance. She has been charged with coercion of a witness, aggravated stalking, tampering with evidence, and harassment.
These teachers fucking these kids has gotten out of hand.
Yeah.
It's insane.
All the way insane. And she didn't even look all that great.
They usually don't.
Look at her.
Ugh.
Yeah, she looked like she needs to rape somebody.
Ugh.
She should just went to the bar and just told the motherfucker to come have it, and somebody gave it to her.
She want that young meat. She want that young meat, brother.
Nasty, naughty bitch.
Devil, 666.
She was on the Russian gargling.
She was doing the Russian gargling. That's how she coerced. That's how she coerced him.
Are you alone?
Have you ever seen someone do a Russian gargle? He's a Russian gargle. I ain't never found trying to say that reason.
Mike Him was Scruncho. He's stupid.
Oh man.
Assistant pimp. You come from a long line of assistant pimp. That's all y'all ever gonna be.
That's all y'all ever gonna be is assistant pimps. I think we all done, brother.
Nah, we all done this week.
Episode 121 in the bag.
121, the Russian Gargle. Or Russian Gargle.
Russian gargle.
You're gonna be like, what the fuck? We can start something.
Yeah, the Russian gargle.
It's gonna be in the what you call that? Not the
Urban Dictionary.
Dictionary.
The Urban Dictionary in no time.
And then my dude, he gonna do a atrocity. He gonna do a thing with. I sent you that, didn't I? Where he was talking about what do you call it? You can use your balls as a belt buckle.
What?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. But what he does is, so on Zoom, he'll just go into random Zooms and
Okay.
be just talking shit about whatever.
Whatever they talking about.
And the last one he was talking about, he was like, you can make your balls into a belt buckle. And stuff.
Yes,
and at the end of it, the motherfucker was like, that was about the best prank I've ever heard. The lady was like, this is one of a kind. I'm gonna say it to
Yeah,
you.
you gotta say that to me. You gotta say that to me.
Shit, we out of here, folks.
We appreciate
Like,
y'all.
subscribe.
Always.
Hope y'all liking the new routine. We on it 4 minutes, so
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's kind of
Tuesday.
weird, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. It happens.
Yep, it happens. Just gotta get back. Just gotta get used to it for a second.
Hell yeah. Y'all have a good one. Stay easy, stay safe.
All that good
Don't
shit.
be doing no Russian gargling.
Stay black if you that.
Have a good one.
Peace, peace.